started.
Okay. Okay, my friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. It's a pleasure to be with you in this second webinar. I hope that you have a good week. We have some time to read, let's see the materials. And now let's talk about management, about excellent model, okay? I have the presentation here. As I know that we have the interpreters, okay, I needed to, let's say, talk more slowly, okay? And please, the interpreters, if I start to talk so fast, please tell me to slow down, okay? Everyone is listening to me and seeing the presentation? No? No, I needed to share the screen first. Yeah?
Your presentation yet.
Yeah, okay, now I'm sharing the screen.
Yes, yeah, we can see it.
You can see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's,
yes.
Okay, great, great.
Yes, we're able to see the screen.
Okay, great, great, great. Okay, let's start. I'm only make a small adjustment here. Okay, let's go ahead. So, only to remind you, the key elements of our course is the center and its ecosystem that we are going to talk about today, okay, about ecosystem and about, let's say, the management systematic approach. So the other subject is the manager and the center. We are going to have the opportunity to talk about the profile of the managers. Okay, that will be very interesting to talk about what are expecting from the managers in the TVET center. And of course, sustainability and innovation. It's another point that we are going through during this course. So our agenda. We are going to start with the gold circle of Simon Sinek, start with why. Then we're going to talk a bit about excellent and system thinking, management excellent model. We are going to use one MEG, that is a Brazilian quality foundation that we have this management excellent model. And if we have a time, we are going to talk about sustainability business development model. Okay, let's see this subject. We are going to have the opportunity to talk more during the presential week in Torino in December, but let's go step by step. Let's start with the golden circle of Simon Sinek. Dear colleagues, anytime that you want to interrupt me, okay, only to, we can open, let's see, the microphone and talk, or hand your hands, okay? Let's go ahead. So, golden circle of Simon Sinek. Who knows this golden circle? Everyone have the opportunity to know this golden circle of Simon Sinek? Please let me know if someone knows this. No? It's the first time that we have the opportunity to talk about this? It's the first time?
Yes. Yes,
okay.
For me, first time.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I recommend to go to the internet, okay, and put Simon Sinek. They have a very good videos, okay, and he get famous with start with why, okay, and why start with why. We are going to talk more and develop this because, my dear colleagues, that is the main point. People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do. Okay? That is a very interesting point that we need to consider in our management, okay? We need to consider this. People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do. We are going to explore it in a few seconds, okay? In our, let's see, TVET center, okay? But take in mind this, people don't buy what you do. People buy why you do. It's very important. And we can apply this, remember this slide, okay? The Vocational Training Center management-wise is one educational institution or a business-oriented organization. This concept that people don't buy what you do, but buy why you do, we can apply for any organization. And we are going to explore it, okay? What is the why of one TVET organization or vocational training center? So, if you make, let's see, a test, okay, in your organization, if you go to the people and ask, what does your center do? I'm sure that the more 100% of the people in the training centers knows what does your center do. Okay, try to make this. I did this some years ago in Senai, that I work in this, our Service National of Apprenticeship, okay? And everyone's know, okay, we do professional education, okay? Then if you ask the second questions, how does your center do what it does? How we do? Then, let's see, less people will answer these questions, okay? How does your center? How we do, okay? So we can answer this question like, okay, you have a presential course, we have a mobile units, we have a learning distance, we have a semi-presential course, okay? When you go to the why questions, why does your center do what it does? What is the purpose? Really few people in your organization will answer these questions. Okay, it's why. Why do we work, let's see, why we goes to our training center? What's the reason that we wake up and go there to work every day? What is the purpose? That is the question. So I recommend that you take this conversation with your people, okay? Making these questions, what we do, how we do, and why we do. And really it's very interesting because few people in our organization know why we do. Do you agree with me or not in this? I'm saying that few people know really why we do things in our TVET center. Do you agree or not? Please, you can answer. I know I'm seeing Chromac. Sorry, okay, the pronunciation is not good, but Chromac, I saw you take a picture of the slides, okay? Don't worry, because I'm going to send all these slides, will be in the platform, okay? You can download there after the presentation. Will be in English and in French. Okay, great. You don't need to take time to take pictures. Don't worry about that. Ian, you would like to say something? No? Okay, let's go a bit, but I need that you, let's see, help me in this webinar to talk, okay? But we have questions for you, okay? So, going more deep, what every organizations on the planet knows what they do. These are the products they sell or the service they offer. So what is everyone's know? How we do. Some organizations know how they do it. These are the things that make them special or set them apart of their competition. And why very few organizations know why they do what they do. Why is not about making money. That is a result. It's a purpose, cause, or belief. It is the very reason your organization exists. Okay? So, to talk about management, we need to start with that. Okay? What is what is the result? Okay? How is the process? And why is the purpose? We are going to have a time during, let's see, this presidential week to talk about the process in the TVET Center. Okay? So, I talked for some minutes, now it's up to you. What is the real reason, purpose, why your center exists? Or your department? Now it's up to you, okay? Let's help me, okay? You can open the microphone, we can put in the chat box, okay? But why? Sorry, my friends, I will open here, let's see the chat box, then I can follow your, let's see, your answer, okay? Okay, Jonathan, will have you put here? Yes, I agree, because they are people who don't know the actual intent of the institution, okay? So, please, anyone can talk why your center exists? That's a question, and I'm waiting for the answers, some comments. Please don't talk everyone at the same time. Please, someone. Okay, Jonathan, please open your microphone and tell
Hello?
for everyone.
Jonathan speaking.
All right, thank you so much. Want to say hello to everyone again. The question, why does my institution exist, especially for my own area, in the area of instruction. The purpose of the instructional department is to ensure that the content, the requisite materials are delivered to the learners. And when the learners receive the information, they are able to process the information and they are able to become a better person in the society. So for my department, we scrutinize the issue of service delivery in terms of information in line with the curriculum. And by that, the learners will be able to learn the different things they need to know to become a very marketable person in a larger society. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jonathan. We are going to explore a bit
Hello?
more. Okay.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hello?
Okay, please, please go
Hello?
ahead.
Hello.
Yes, yes, I'm listening.
Okay. Hello to everybody. I'm Fakwan Kwe from Liberia. I work with the Ministry of Youth and Sports. So the purpose for which my institution was established is to provide specialized skills training to disadvantaged girls. Because those days, my institution was established 1975. So those days, girls were being denied of education. A lot of them were pushed into early marriages or early marriage. So the president at that time thought it wise to establish this institution for all girls, for vulnerable girls, for street girls, for those who could not go to school, you know, so that they can have this vocational skills to be self-sustainable. So that was the purpose for which our institution was established.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, someone else? Then I will make some comments, okay? Someone else?
Dionisio, there are some comments in the
Okay.
chat box.
Okay, thank you, Sophia, helping me with this. Okay, okay.
Well, Professor.
Sorry,
Oh, Professor.
Okay.
I haven't raised my hand, but I want to talk a little bit.
Please go ahead.
Yes, Professor, I found that WA question, they are 5 and plus 1 how, all 6. So why you post only 3 questions to refer to the management of Tibet PTC? Yeah. Do you get my point, Professor? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. Sorry. Okay. I couldn't understand really what's the why.
That WA question, there are 5 WA question, and plus 1 how, yeah, totally 6 question. Why you point out only 3 question refer to PDC management? Yeah.
Okay, okay. No, I get a bit more. Okay.
Yeah, you
Thank
get my
you.
point. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Alfredo Garcia.
Hi, good evening, everyone from Manila. This is Alfredo from Asian Development Bank. So the question is, what is the real reason why our center exists? So our institution exists for 3 primary reasons that I could think of. Number 1, we are a bank. So we provide loans that are geared towards development like education, health, social protection. Number 2, we also provide grants and technical assistance. These grants and technical assistance assist in the feasibility studies before we proceed with a loan. And when the loan is already ongoing, we provide financial assistance for the administration of the loan. Number 3, though we are a bank, we also provide knowledge. So we are not just a development bank, but we are a knowledge bank also. So we have experts in the field of education, social sector, etc. So we also provide, we are like a think tanks that the public or private sector could benefit from. Over.
Okay, thank you, Alfredo Garcia. Okay, 1 second, Djalma Dini, I will let you to talk. 1 second, please. My colleagues, okay, we have different, let's say, areas, we have different sectors, we have different, let's say, institutions, okay? And what I can understood, okay, but it's normal, please, what I'm going to say. You go more for what and how. I'm trying to put you, let's say, to think about more in the why the reason, okay? Why you give a loan, Garcia, okay, Alfredo Garcia? Why you have, let's say, Tibet experts, okay, education experts in your organization, okay? It's more, let's say, deep, okay? It's more deep. One, Djalma, you want, Djalma Dini, you want to talk or not? You, okay? Okay. 1 second. Yeah, 1 second, please. I'm trying to think more deep, okay?
Pourquoi qu'on existe, je parlerai de ce qui nous concerne.
As far as I'm concerned, the reason why we exist, we have to answer the needs of the people who come to our center. They need, there is an English translation. There is an English translation. Anyway, the gentleman said that the reason for their existence is that they have to respond to the needs of the people who come to my center.
Yeah, okay, go ahead again. Now your microphone is off. Your microphone is off. Yeah, now.
Hello?
Yeah, yes, okay.
Okay, hello, hello. So I was saying that we exist because the people have shown a need for this kind of training. And so we try to respond to their needs, and we try to find solutions for all the people who come to our center according to their needs.
Okay, I don't understand very well, let's see, French, but I some words I can understand the idea. Okay, thank you. Aliu, you, please.
Hello.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Yes. Good morning. I'm calling from my work in Liberia. Thank you so much. So, why?
We cannot we
no.
cannot hear the speaker here.
So, for example, for my institution,
No.
Who is talking now? Mr. Aliu? Because we cannot really understand here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe we can ask Mr. Koma to speak.
okay. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Thank you for the
fine.
platform. Yeah. Thank you for the platform, Professor, and the rest of the team. I work in Liberia. I work at the vocational training center called Tumutu Agricultural Vocational Training Center. So, reference to the why. Our institution was established in 1978 with a key purpose for training the young people in agriculture and that of production. Production in terms of, rearing of animals, production of crops, the preservation of seeds, so that we can go to a further extent of supporting the community. So with reference to that why question, this institution was established as a result of providing capacity building training for the young people. People that didn't go to school, and people that went to school that also dropped, and also people that went to school that couldn't reach university level. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let me see in the chat box, then we are going, let's see, forward, but I'm going to talk a bit more. 1 second, please. Okay, let's see here. We have a, sorry, I'm going to check, okay.
I think Mrs. Soler has things to say, maybe, Tatiana.
Okay.
I see you wrote several times in the chat box.
Please,
Yes.
Tatiana. Yeah,
good
please.
morning. Yeah,
Good
good morning
morning
to everybody. Yeah, I would just contribute with something relating to the why question. And I would say that regarding the purpose of an institution, an educational institution, in our case, what we do is trying to create a more equitable country. So this would be what the professor was saying, like the philosophical purpose. And then, of course, when we deal with the different centers, we go to more specific purposes depending on the field of the school, whether it's an agricultural high school or a vet center or a digital. But the main purpose is to help our youngsters to be more prepared for their professional career. So everybody has an opportunity to be part of the social and economical life of the country.
Okay, thank you, Tatiana. Thank you, Tatiana. Okay. Sophie, you have someone else to talk because we need to go on, but okay, let's see in the chat box if you have some.
I see some mics open, so maybe some other persons are ready to talk. But in the chat box, yes, there are things, but I think maybe Miss. Okay, no, I thought maybe you can go ahead and keep open for the next slot.
Please, we have this. Okay, we have only your number. Okay, in the I don't know your name. Please go ahead, please. You. Sorry.
There was Mr. Okwa, for example, who had. I mean, Mr. Okwa, I think from Nigeria, has his mic open. So maybe you wanted to speak.
Okay, I had written in the chat box. Good evening.
Good evening,
everybody. Incidentally, I'm not in Nigeria at the moment, so it's evening where I am.
Okay.
I had indicated that our purpose is specifically to try to bridge the gap between demand and supply of skilled manpower in the construction sector. And this is in the middle of the paradox that while there is high demand for labor in the sector and a large youthful population, we do not have skilled artisans, and the country is having to import them. And that this is creating a lot of concern. So we are trying to develop training resources and try to build capacity to meet that need.
I love the video.
Okay. Okay, thank you, everyone. Look, my colleagues, when let's see, bring this for our, our class today and talk about why. You are right when you talk about, let's see, professional education training center, okay? We provide, we up skills, we prepare the people to go to the labor market. We have, let's see, a good infrastructure. We have a good teachers. We have a good, ways to prepare the people to go to the market, okay? But why we do that? We do this because we change the people's life. And remember, the people don't buy what you do, the people buy why we do. And why we do? We change the people's life. We need to pass through this message. You are coming here in our training center, okay, because we have the opportunity to help you to change your life. It's more philosophical, as Tatiana said, okay? It's why, really? Because we have the opportunity to change the people's life. When Alfredo Garcia talked about the bank's law, okay? We have the opportunity, Garcia, to change the people's life with that. That's the main reason, the why. Okay? So let's go ahead. Sophia, help me if you have something in the box, okay? But
yes,
okay.
sure. I'm reading, but I think that the sense of what is in the box is really the social. I mean, the larger, broader social purpose of this. I think if we can summarize, in fact, there is a agreement of everyone.
Okay, thank you. Let's go for the second topic, okay? Excellence and system thinking. So my institution is a machine that needs tuning or a live organization and in its ecosystem. What do you think? My institution is a machine that needs to make adjustment or it's a living organism in its ecosystem? What do you think? What do you think about that?
I'm more inclined towards the second description.
Living organism.
Yes, because we are dealing with people.
Okay.
Our resources are people. Our products are people. And we are all geared towards meeting the needs of the larger society.
Okay, thank you, Tony. Thank you. Someone else?
Yes.
Please go ahead. We have it. Let's see.
I think we can go ahead. I don't see.
Okay, thank you. So, my dear colleagues, our, let's see, center or organization is a living organism in ecosystem. It's not on one small adjustment or tuning. We are involved in an ecosystem. Aliel, please.
Yes, thank you. You can hear me now? Feedback is
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
Okay, so I take the second picture. We are in an ecosystem that involves different organisms.
Okay, thank you. Okay, when you talk about, let's say, system thinking, as I told you, we are going to talk about our National Quality Foundation, okay, that you have the management excellent model, okay, says that the organization as a living system which are part of a complex ecosystem. And during this week, you have the opportunity in the platform. So let's see the pillars of the competence-based development. Okay, all let's see the actors that are involved in the TVET center to develop, let's see, capacity or competence in the people that they can change their lives. Okay, so system thinking, understanding the interdependence relationships between the different components of one organization and between the organization and the external environment. Okay, so our organization is not one island. Okay, we are surrounded of all different departments, different actors, different players. So we need to think systematically. Sorry, okay. This fable, okay, the bind and the elephant. Aliu, please take out your, let's see, you have the hands up. Okay, you have in the chat box, Sophia, no translation for, I don't know. Please check it.
Yes, I am answering, but since now I can say it loud, there is at the bottom of the screen, of the Zoom screen, there is an icon representing a kind of a globe. And by there, this is the place for the interpretation. And when you click on it, you can see EN for English channel or FR for French channel. So you can choose the channel that you wish, and you will hear the language that you want to hear.
Okay, thank you, Sophie. Let's back to this the fable, the blind and elephant. This story is like that. In the small village, okay, we have 6 blind men, and the first time that comes, let's say, in the village, one elephant. And so then they invite these blind men to try to figure out what kind of animals is that, okay? as we are talking about the systematic approach, you can imagine what happened. Okay, everyone has his own point of view. So it's like that. Okay, different points of view because they are, let's say, touching, okay, some small part of the total. Okay, and this one, it's a hope, it's a wall, it's a fan, it's a spear, it's a snake, it's a tree. So it's very important that we have the old picture, especially in the position that we take decisions. We need to consider all of the elements involved in our, let's say, organization. Okay. I'm going to try to use, let's say, the word organization because we have a bank, so we have a TVET center, we have different organizations. So let's talk about organization, okay? So it's possible to find this in the YouTube, to see this video, but the message is very clear. I think you understood that, okay? We need to consider all the parts when we take the decisions, okay? So now let's talk about management excellent model. So what is management? I will give you, let's see, for one person to talk about what is management, because we have a lot of things to go through, okay? What is management? What do you think that, what is management? Someone, please. Win, please. Sorry, my pronunciation. Pitch Malika, please go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon from Cambodia. Almost evening time. Yeah, let me try to catch up what the management mean to me. The management is the thing that all the people that follow the rule or the regulation that already exists in the organization. It's different from the leader. So this is something that management should be follow. And also usually what they have the decision making based on the legal framework or the regulation that the establishment or the organization that's already set as the rule. That's quite strictly follow. That's what I can say. What management mean to me. That thank you.
Okay, thank you, Win. Please, Alfredo Garcia.
My name is Yum. You can call me Malika.
Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Okay. No problem. No problem. Yeah,
Okay,
Yum
okay.
is my family name and Malika is my last name.
Okay, Mamika. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that.
Yes.
Please, Alfredo Garcia.
Okay, my own definition of management. Well, I heard this way back in college. I'd like to break the word management into three. Number one is the word manage, and then number two is the word men or people. So it's like managing people, and then T is for time. So managing people over time. Over.
Okay, thank you, Alfredo. It's okay, you are right. Okay, we are talking about management. It's of course we have people involved always. It's very important to understand about people. That is very interesting. So Kemokai, please, you have your. Okay, Tony, please go ahead.
From my point of view, it's about harnessing resources and deploying them for optimal benefit to the organization.
Okay, thank you.
Harnessing resources and deploying them in the most efficient manner to ensure optimal results for the organization.
Okay, I like it to hear results for sure. We need to have results. Okay. We have in the chat box, okay, the management is the process of dealing with people or things. Okay, management has to do with working with people to get things done. Okay, we have a SOA with the hand. Please go ahead.
Yes. Good morning from my side. Yeah, when you talk about management, the first thing you have to think about is the fact that there is something to be done and you need people to do it, and it must be done over a period of time. So management involves doing something over a period of time.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. João Maldini, please go ahead. Then we are going to, okay, please.
Pour moi, allô?
For me, hello, for me, I was saying that management is organizing something so that people can follow and do it.
Look, you are in the right, everyone is right, okay? How to get things done is systematically, okay, it's interesting. Look at this, management is the process of accomplishing the goals of one organization through the effective use of people and other resources, okay? You are right in your consideration, okay? We are talking about people, we are talking about research, we are talking about results, okay, to accomplish goals. That is management. So, what is excellence? What is excellence? Someone? Okay, management process of planning, organization, controlling, coordinating, research, okay. Shall we? Sorry. What is excellence? Someone? Okay, you have more. You put in the chat box.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, let me introduce myself. So my name is Udam from the ILO projects from Cambodia. So yeah, excellent for me. I mean, it's related to the quality of something. For example, quality of management that you have just mentioned earlier. So it's just quality of thing that is very outstanding for, yeah.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So, my colleagues, this is okay, but this, again, we are talking about excellence, we are talking about results, okay? We are talking about harmony with stakeholders, creating sustainable value proactively, consistently, okay? But it's more, okay, about, let's see, through interrelated systems, process and facts in order to maximize the contribution of employees and to promote the new level of knowledge through continuous improvement and innovation. It's a, let's see, a big definition, but we are talking about continuous improvement and innovation. We are talking about to improve the knowledge of the people in the organization, but of course, always reaching results. Okay. We work to get results. That is the key point. So now is, let's see the last questions, okay? Okay, you have in the chat box, what you mean the using of resource, okay, that's right. What is a model? What is a model? It's not a top model, but what is a model? We are talking, okay, you have in the chat box. So, sorry, Sophie, it's in French, now you can help me.
I cannot hear the French. I'm on the English channel actually, but if you go to the English channel, you can hear the
Okay.
the,
Okay.
the interpretation.
Okay, model by this mean good samples. Yes, when you talk about model, we are talking about example. We are talking about framework. Okay, that one is tended to reproduce or imitate, which should favor to understanding of the dynamic of interaction between the elements of a system. Now it starts to make a sense when you talk about, let's say, the system, about systematic approach, systematic view, okay? Because it's a model, it's a framework. So let's do what's possible. We have more than half hour, we can go ahead. Now we are going to talk about management excellent model, okay? I'm going to use this National Quality Brazil Foundation. Okay. If you go to the internet, you have a lot of materials about National Quality Foundation in Brazil. They are a strong organization, and they have a very, let's say, interesting management excellence model. So when we talk about organization, or when we look for one organization, we have some fundamentals, okay? It's systematic thinking, organizational learning, culture of innovation, leaderships and constancy of purpose, process and information-based management, vision of the future, value creation, value in people, knowledge of the customer and the marketing, partnership development, social responsibility. So that is the fundamentals, okay, that make, let's see, the organization run, okay? But the organization, the model of excellence or the criteria, we have 8 elements. And on these elements that I would like to talk a bit today, okay? We are talking about leadership, we are talking about customers, we are talking about society, we are talking about strategic plans, people, process, results, information, and knowledge. Okay? So the excellence, management excellence model for this foundation quality in Brazil is like that. I will read in this way. Look with me. If leaderships knows the customers and knows your society, where, let's say, your organization are involved in the society, they can make strategic and plans, define strategic and make plans that will be developed by people and process that will get results. And all of this involved with information and knowledge. So this we can apply for any kind of organization and any size of the organization. In fact, one organization is like that. We need to know our customers. We need to know where we are involved. We know our society. With these, leaderships can define strategies and plans to get the results that will be done by people and process. And all of this with information and knowledge. So, my dear colleagues, it makes sense that if your leaderships know your customers, know the society, can make strategic and plans that will be developed by people and process that will get results. And of course, we need information and knowledge. So that is one model. What do you think about that? we can apply this. Do you agree with that? Please, at least one person. Go ahead. What do you think about that?
This is Okwa. Tony
Okay.
Okwa from Nigeria. I'm uncomfortable with the last sentence. All this happens only if information and knowledge are permeating all the criteria, the variables, and the organization. But to what end? The simple fact that information and knowledge are permeating all the criteria does not necessarily translate to excellence. Unless the information is appropriately utilized,
okay,
with a view to optimizing the outcome. That is the results.
Great,
so
thank you.
Kind of looks incomplete to me.
Okay, thank you for the observation. Okay, of course, we needed to apply the information, okay, in the appropriate way to get the results that we want in our organization, for sure. Thank you. My colleagues, let me tell you a story, okay? I used to do this, let's say this program, the training management, and normally it takes 1 week to go through all its elements, okay? We are going through these elements very quickly today, and some more time during the presidential week there in the Turin, okay, in December. But in the end of, let's see, this program, if you can think like that, you can answer like this. What is one management excellence model? What is involved? If you can say this, is less than 1 minute, okay? If the leaderships know their customers, the society, they can make a good strategic, define good strategies, and make good plans that will be developed by people and process to get the results that they want, okay, or wish. And all this involved with good information and knowledge. That, okay, I will ask you to let's see, to say this during our presidential week there in Turin, okay? You have it more 2-3 weeks to know very well this, okay? That will be the test. But let's go ahead. Let's talk a bit about each one, these 8 criteria, okay? Okay, we have in the chat box, Tatiana. Okay, sometimes in our organization, we don't have autonomy. Yeah, okay. We are going to talk about autonomy, but it's true. Okay, to have the right people, to have the best process, okay. Yes, partnerships develop our strategic. Yeah, you are right, Tatiana. The life is not so easy, okay. But it's important here, Tatiana, I think you understood that, is to understand this concept, okay? To have this overview about management. So let's talk about customer, the first criteria, okay? The first point for any organization is to know the customers. So what we are talking about, the success of an organization is directly related to the ability to meet the needs and expectations of its customers. They must be identified, understood, and used to create value, win and retain customers. Do you agree with me that the main purpose is to meet the needs and expectations of our customers? Do you agree or not? Your turn, please.
Yes.
Okay, Jonathan.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, thank you. Jonathan, please.
Yes, certainly I do agree that the main purpose is to meet the expectation of the customers. Because if you can't meet their needs, there's a likelihood that you'll have to go elsewhere to find their need. So every organization should exist to meet the needs, the expectations of the customers. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jonathan. And now I come back to the
Hello.
Yes,
Hello,
please.
John.
Yes, please.
Can I just
go
chip in
ahead.
something quickly?
Please go
For
ahead.
me, simply meeting the needs and expectations of the customers is not enough.
Okay.
To establish excellence. We need to go beyond their expectations. Simply meeting their needs does not translate to excellence because it exposes you to competition too.
Okay, you need to
For us to talk about excellence, I want to be able to go beyond the expectations, to exceed their expectations.
Great. We are
because sometimes the customers do not understand their own needs completely. So when they give you a brief, you need to be able to read between the lines and look at other factors that they may not be familiar with. So, and because they are not familiar with those factors, they might not know what is best for them.
Okay.
So I'm thinking of going beyond their expectations if we are striving for excellence.
Great, thank you, my colleague. Okay, going beyond, that is right. Okay, we are talking about the experience, customer experience. Okay, we need to give one experience for the customers, going beyond. And why? Because this, I'm talking about the why. I start with the why. Okay, we needed to provide to our customers. Okay. To him to know why we are doing this for him. Okay? That is one way to go beyond of the expectation, the need of an expectation.
Yeah.
Okay, please, Aliu, we have a lot of in the chat box.
Okay, thank you very much. So, the management excellence criteria regarding customers. Customers are considered the life and blood of any organization. So without life, without blood, we cannot exist. So it is a critical element in the management excellence criteria. So customers' needs and expectation, indeed, they have to be met.
Okay, thank you. Sophie, help me with this.
I think, Dionisio, there is a kind of a question. I mean, from what I see in the chat box, I think there is underneath a question is, who are the customers? If they are the final users, the student or the stakeholders, the enterprises, who are the customers maybe, and whose expectation is.
Okay, yeah, that's a very good questions. Okay, if we know really which is our customers. Okay, it's the students, the companies. Okay, we need to define this very clear, because if we don't understand or we don't know exactly which one is our customers, it's difficult to let's see, to attend their meet, okay, the needs and expectation. Okay, that is it's a good question. Okay, in the TVET center, I think that is the students in the first step. Okay, but we have the companies that we needed to, these students will go to work in the companies. So we need we need to find a way to know what the companies needs, okay, from that, let's say, student or the employees, okay, and then to provide this competence, these students, that they will be able to go and work there. But again, we needed to have it very clear, okay? Someone else, then we go ahead, please. No? So, more information, okay? When we talk about customer, criterion customers, we are talking about market information, communication of the marketing, okay? We are talking about image and the marketing knowledge and the customer's relationship, okay? As I told you, my colleagues, you are going to receive this presentation, okay? I am quite sure that will not be possible to go through all the 8 criteria, okay? We'll come back during the presential model, okay? But we have some questions for reflection, okay? Like these ones. What are the products and services that your institution provides? What are the customers of your institution? What is the level of customer knowledge about the products or service for your institution? How is the customer satisfaction of your institution evaluated? How the image of your institution is assessed vis-a-vis client and society? That are some questions to reflect, okay, and to see how we are doing with this criteria, with how we are doing about customers. So I have only highlighted one question, okay? How is the customer satisfaction evaluated? Do you have some system that will evaluate the satisfaction of your customers? Who has one system? How you do that? How do we evaluate your customer satisfaction? Please, only let's give you opportunity for one, at least one person, okay? How do we evaluate your customer satisfaction? Alfredo Garcia, please.
In my organization, we have this independent evaluation department. Though it's called the department within our organization, this department is independent. They evaluate our performances towards helping a particular, let's say, project in education or in health. So they reach out to communities, they reach out to different stakeholders, and then we have a metrics, and that metrics is once that's done, evaluation is done, then it is published in our website. So it's open to public. So there's accountability therein.
Okay, thank you, Alfredo Garcia. We have an external evaluation, okay? Look, my friends, I will talk with Stefan, okay? But let's see, maybe the next week we can show you, let's see, one system in TVET Center, okay, in the Professional Education Center, how we can establish one system to evaluate our, let's say, customer satisfaction, okay? Let's see, maybe we can talk the next webinar next week about this. I will talk with Stefan, because I think it's very interesting to talk about how we can check if we are doing, let's say, a good job to our customers. So something in the chat box. Okay. When customers meet their goals or solutions, yes, that is the result, but we need to have one system to check it, okay? We need to follow up this, okay? Satisfactory from the employers, okay? When the companies are satisfied with our students, that's good. Okay. Fix excellence criteria, yes, okay, you need to have the excellence, okay. Okay, please, Tony Waka.
Yeah, well, okay, it's Aqua, actually.
Okay.
The first level customer we are looking at is the trainees. And
okay.
We have the cost evaluation, which we adapt to different courses and situations. So we get feedback from them
Okay.
That gives us an indication of their level of satisfaction with the program based on their own understanding. Then there is the employer feedback. We try to track them when at their places of work. And the satisfaction of the employers is another measure of how that happens. One thing we've not done is to evaluate their own satisfaction with the training they received after they've gone to the marketplace, because their own understanding would have improved by the time they go there and see the reality. They'll be able to tell us how prepared they were from our institution to fit into that work situation from their own perspective. So there's a gap in our evaluation. The third level, which we do on a holistic basis, especially where we have sponsored programs, is to get an independent consultant to evaluate, and usually it stems from the assessment of the trainees, as well as the feedback from the employers and the marketplace. What we don't do is to look at it from the social society angle. This is a bit new to me, because now that we are introducing life skills, social skills, and all that, it becomes more important that we evaluate this. How do the public or other members of the society that are not directly connected with them perceive them? So these are probably some of the models that we might want to look at, and you might help us develop something when, if we are privileged to meet together in Turin. Because we need a holistic assessment if we are striving for excellence.
Great, thank you, Aka. Okay, thank you. It's very interesting. Okay, we have this process. Okay, we check, let's see, the quality of the students inside the training center. Then we follow them, let's see, in the workplace. Then we check, okay, the quality of their work there, the satisfaction of employers. Okay, that is very, very, very interesting. Okay, and we must do this. And of course, we are going to talk about society, and we needed to know what the society are thinking about us too. In the next, let's say, the next criteria, we are going to talk about society. Give me 1 second. Someone else here? Okay, we have a... Please.
Intervenir?
Please go ahead.
Can I intervene?
Bonjour.
Hello?
Yes,
yeah, Mr. Santoni?
Yes, est-ce qu'on arrive?
Yeah, I think you had a question regarding the public structures.
Oui. Oui, est-ce que vous avez à m'entendre? Est-ce que vous arrivez à
Yes,
m'entendre?
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Merci beaucoup. Alors, les difficultés que j'ai...
So the difficulties that I found within our public training centers, because I work within a public training center, as you know, there is a huge demand. So, but we don't know whether the youth are satisfied, because we always have young people who come for free information, because these centers offer information. So there are some young people who know these public institutions and try to develop systems. So it would be very interesting to have this as a model. For perhaps in the private centers there is this, but not in the public ones.
Okay, Sophia, I understood not so well, okay, but I'm talking about private and public institution, okay?
Yeah, I didn't really
oui. Alors,
even
je peux reprendre.
Oui.
Et moi, je travaille dans
I
une
work
institution publique. Donc,
within a public institution. ENFP is an organism that coordinates public training centers, public vocational training centers. Our public center has, let's say that there are many private centers, but many young people contact us, but we don't have this concern. That is to say that we are not interested in knowing whether young people are satisfied, because young people come to us because it's free. And so these are public centers that, but I don't know whether there are public training centers with systems of satisfaction.
Okay. Sophie, you can make, let's say, a short, let's say, resume of that in English or not?
I think that Tatiana has answered to Mr. Santoni. So maybe Tatiana, you would like to
please, Tatiana,
say
help us.
How
Okay.
about your public center?
Yes, well, we are not a public center. We are the board of the town hall, and we have 31 vet centers, but they are all public vet centers. And every vet center has a quality system, and they need to have this satisfaction service for their, what we are calling now clients, which are students and companies. So yes, I think it's possible in the public system to have this model of making this evaluation of the satisfaction of our clients. And this is useful because then we can identify what we can do better next year to set up new strategies. So, okay. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Tatiana. Thank you for your help. Okay.
And Dionisio, I think there is also a kind of another answer to that can apply to public as well as to private, is that in the figure of employability after the training, because I see in the chat box that some participants are mentioning you can, without a survey, filled in by the customer, or you can see if people are getting an employment after their training or after an internship. So I think through figures of employment also, how the graduated go to employment after their training, you can also evaluate, no?
Yeah, yes, thank you, Sophie. Yes, my colleagues, in the end, okay, we have our TVET training, our training center, okay, and of course, one good indicator is how the percentage of the students that get the job. That is for sure this very important point, because we make all the efforts for them to get the job. And through, let's see, the job, they will change their lives. I'm coming back for the why, okay? Sorry to be borrow about that, but always think about why you are doing the things that we are doing, okay? To give the students the opportunity to get the job. And for sure, that is, again, it's a key indicators for the evaluation. How many students get the job after the program? Because this we provide entrepreneurship, okay, stagio, we provide this for the students. We put a lot of efforts to know the needs of the companies, the needs of the market, okay? We bring this information inside the schools and let's see, have the right course plan, okay, the right methodology. Why? To provide, to have the students, to give the students the opportunity to get the job. That we need to evaluate, for sure. Look, my colleagues, let's talk about the society. Okay, let's talk about a bit about society. We have 10 minutes, okay, and for sure we'll not have time to go through all these 8 items. Let's talk about society. Again, the management model starts with knowing the customers, knowing the society. We need, the company must, let's say, understand the demands of the society. Our institutions must respect the environment. Our institution must, in some way, to contribute to the social development. Okay, we are talking about the environment. We are going to talk about societal development. And again, we are not one island. We are involved in one ecosystem. And in this ecosystem, we have environmental, we have social development. So we are talking about social and environmental responsibility. We are talking about social development. Again, some question that we can address. But let's stop in this to how is the degree of a community satisfaction with institutions evaluated? Again, we have 5 questions here, but let's put, let's see, look for this one. The first one, I ask you how we evaluate the students or the customer satisfaction. Now, the question is how we evaluate the community satisfaction with our institutions. Someone has some system that we evaluate this community satisfaction with our institution or not? Who has one example? How do you evaluate this community satisfaction? Or we don't do this? Please, your turn. No one? No one is taking into consideration the society?
I mentioned a short while ago that it's one area that we haven't given much thought to, and we hope that we'll be able to get some takeaways on that.
Okay, thank you. It's very important.
It's possible that my colleagues share the same challenge. We've not really been looking at it from that angle.
Okay, thank you. Nolan, please. Your microphone is off, Nolan. Okay, now it's okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like what Mr. David just said, as I think here we don't really, the community satisfaction, we don't really measure with our institution. But in my own perception, if the community will evaluate your institution is depend on your output. It really depends on the output of the institution. Like what the institution put out, the community will look at that and evaluate your institution. It depends on the trade area. Like if you have a mechanic, and the mechanic can well deliver to the satisfaction of the community, based on that, we evaluate your institution, that your institution is doing well.
Okay, thank you, Nolan. Someone else? What we have in checkbox?
we have something in French. C'est un aspect qu'on n'a jamais pris en compte. This is an aspect that we have never taken into consideration. That is quite meaningful. That is strong message. So maybe that is something we should insist on.
Okay. It's never too late to start to think about society, okay? Because it's very important, let's see, stakeholders for our institutions, okay? We need to understand the needs of the society. We need to have, let's say, a good reputation from the society. Our training center or our institutions, okay, needs to have a good reputation. And again, we have a good purpose, we have a good why, and we need to communicate this to the society. We need to help them to develop, okay, some projects. We need to help them with solve some problems that they have in the community or society. Again, we are talking about ecosystem.
Someone is mentioning increasing of living standards, and someone is talking about evaluate based on several factors, but maybe that would be interesting to identify. Yeah, we have one factor quoted.
Okay.
The result of production from the institution to the community. Maybe if you want to explain, Mr. Kroma, a little bit more what you mean by that.
Yes, come on, please. Okay, we have a Tatiana. Please go ahead, Tatiana.
No, I would just ask if you could be more specific when you are meaning, what do you mean with society? Because I think that we were mentioning before that customers were somehow our students, but also our companies. When you are mentioning now society, I would say that companies are in our ecosystem of society, but also another NGOs, for instance, or other associations of professionals that can act as a lobby to ask for us some type of degrees, for instance. So for me, it's hard to imagine an evaluation within the society if I don't identify previously who are we talking about society.
Okay, thank you, Tatiana. I will try to, let's see if you can, be understood more. Okay. When we talk about society, we are talking about, again, we are involved in the society. We needed to help them to solve some kind of problems. Let's see for one example, okay, the treatment of water. Okay? The TVET Center should be involved with some project, okay, to help to have the preservation, okay, the environment preservation, okay, something like that. If another problem that the society has, okay, maybe some basic scholar, okay, to get involved with society. I'm trying to figure out, okay, how to explain this, but environmental responsibility, social development, okay? The question is what our training center are doing to help the society development. I hope that you understood more about that. Sorry. Yes or not? Okay. Let's see, Tatiana, the other guys that they have 3 participants with hand. Maybe we can get it more clear. Please. It's Anthony, please. Anthony, I don't know which one is the first one. Anthony, please go on. Okay, Anthony, or we are not listening to you.
Is there another Anthony? I didn't raise my hand.
Est-ce qu'on arrive à m'entendre maintenant?
Okay, please go ahead.
Allô?
Yes.
Oui, je peux parler maintenant.
I'm going to talk now. I'm going to talk now. Okay, est-ce que vous, can you hear me now? Yes, yes. Okay, good. The notion of community is extremely important. When you are trying to integrate a community, when an institution is offering services. So here, it is not for the training center, but we integrate the community in the management of schools, which is public education. We create a council, and the members of the community participate to the planning of all the different activities that are going to be carried out by the institution. So we have, for example, a national model of education. So we also have professional training centers that follow the same model. So if you want to have the community satisfaction, you have to involve them in the management of these centers. So these are public centers. So couldn't we create a community center like and they are already members of this center. So the community would be involved in the management of the center. And so at that moment, we know their needs, we know their expectations. So maybe if we knew the needs and also their expectations, so maybe we could train technicians who are needed by the community. So this is the question I'm actually asking vis-a-vis communities, because I'm really interested in communities.
More clear now? More or less?
Yes.
Okay. We are going to have more time to talk about this in our presential week. Okay, we are trying to, let's see, to have it more clear. Okay, someone else, Aliu, please go ahead. We have in the checkbox, no plastic in training center. Okay, join or organize the cleaning and green program. Yeah, that's what we are talking about. Okay. Someone else? Him, please? No? Okay, take down your hands.
Okay, good evening. My name is Chandra. You can call me Chandra. Yeah. I'm from the National Polytechnic Institute of Cambodia. Yeah, when we talk about the society, we think about two things. They're very important.
Mr. Hin, we
Hello?
can't really hear you. Your voice
Hello.
is.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
But I think it's difficult for the interpreters to hear you and translate at this point, because the voice is like. Can you speak again to see if there is?
Yeah. So you cannot hear me well, right?
No, it's. I mean, for me, I don't know, Dionisio. Can you?
No,
hear?
it's very slow.
Yeah.
Maybe my internet is
Maybe
bad.
you can write in the chat box.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, Sophia, we are. It's not 9:04. Yeah, we need to Okay, let's wait for
Yeah,
the footnotes.
yeah,
Okay.
we can maybe take this last remark
Yes, yes.
from Mr. Hin and then conclude. If you are at the point of concluding.
Do you hear me well? Hello,
Okay.
hello. Okay, you can hear me well, right? Yeah, good evening again. Yeah,
Good
I'm from Cambodia, National Polytechnic Institute of Cambodia. Yeah, when we talk about society, we think about two things that very important: is environment and also about the people. So in a TVET school, like my school, we concern about learning environment. What is the learning environment? About a clean school. About a clean school. And also about the people. What is the people? People is the student. Student likes the product. And our school likes the production line. So the student, when they come into our school, they need a good system to process, to be the quality product. And the student, when they go to the market, because the customer that you mentioned about the customer is mean is the target of the product, so that the student, they will perform to the society like their soft skill with their hard skill. So skill like about communication skill, about teamwork, about the working behavior, like that. That are certified with the company, with the people who work with him, with them, like that. Yeah, this is from my idea. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yes, my colleagues, we are here. We are not going to talk about leadership, okay? We are coming back next week, and we are going to, let's see, to continue to talk about this model. I think it's very important that you understood how it works, because you can apply this for any institutions. And if you have this overview, again, I will back here for the system. This one, okay? That was the proposal for today, to have this overview. And again, if our managers, okay, we as a managers know our customers, know our society, it's possible to us to define strategies and make good plans that will be developed by people and process to get the expected results, and always involved with good information and knowledge. That is one management excellence model. And we are going to continue to talk next week about leadership, okay, strategic planning, people, process, results, and information, okay? I will stop to share here now, okay? It's 9:08. I think you have more things to do, okay? It's a lot of task every day, okay? Please open the camera that we can take a print, okay? Make a print. Yeah, great. Yeah, 1 second, I will make a print, and Sophia, I think will make two, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, make a print.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 second, please.
Yeah.
Great. So, my colleagues, in spite of the language problem, I think we have a good conversation. Tatiana, I promised I will explain more about society, okay? I prepare myself to explain for you, okay, about society. I hope that you start to understand, let's see, one management excellence model. We are going to continue next week, and then in presential week in Torino, okay? you have some, let's see, some information to read in the platform. You have some tasks there. Please go there and have a look on this good information. Okay. Have a nice week and see you next week. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sophie.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you very
Take
much.
care.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you. See you next week.